Why? Because at that time, about 7, 8 major things that's going to wipe us out if we don't do something very quickly about getting some power and wealth, rebuilding our communities, and being competitive. One, we anticipate in the next by the year 2013, approximately 8 to 6 million Hispanics entering this country and 41 million Asians. We have been the #2 population in this country now for approximately 400 years. We're going to be pushed from #2 down to #4, okay? Now, if you didn't get anything for 400 years when you're #2, you figure what you're going to get when you become #4. You're not going to be you're going to have to now speak through 2 other groups. Secondly, crime is going to be a cold word for blacks. Blacks are going to be further criminalized than they are now.
Right.
Next thing's going to happen to black folk. We're going to be forced into what we call a new world order. We're going to have to compete with groups all over the world that we're totally ill-equipped to compete with. But let me get to one other point very quickly.
Right.
Let me skip off that a second.
Very quickly.
Because one of the things I want blacks to also focus on is civil rights. You missed that question about civil rights.
Right.
We got to get away from civil rights because that's not the major issue. Civil rights won't give you any power. Neither will integration, because black folk have been so psychologically, so politically, and so economically damaged, Daryl, by 400 years of deprivation and exploitation, that civil rights and integration won't even reach us. We can't be reached by it, and we can't be, it can do nothing for us. As a matter of fact, even if you're going to talk about civil rights, then switch it.
Right.
Instead of talking about, look, gays talk about gay rights, handicaps, handicap rights, females, feminist rights, veterans, veteran rights.
Right.
And when you get to black folk, why do you talk about civil rights? I don't know any blacks named civil. Talk about black rights.
Okay.
Instead of talking about social integration, talk about economic integration.
The book is Black Labor, White Wealth, The Search for Power and Economic Justice.